start jogging on the spot, while I have a couple of things that I wanted to say to you before we get going. First of all, the reason I'm having you jog on the spot, I've had a few people that said they liked having the warm-up included as part of the workout at the beginning. So I'm sure, as always, you can't please everybody, but let me know, give me some feedback. If all of you would like to have the warm-up included, then no-brainer. I figured that some of you have equipment at home that you might like to do something cardiovascular on a treadmill or a bike and get warmed up that way rather than joining in with me. So, feedback. Okay, so I would like to have worked out outdoors today. I was going to show you that even though it is only about 8 degrees, we could have done an outside workout. However, it's a little windy, and in the wind, you can barely hear what I'm saying. So we're indoors. Supersets. 2 exercises, back to back, working kind of opposing muscle groups. We are starting off with a cardio one, and the first exercise is going to be wide feet, sumo runs. So, off we go, legs wide, getting your feet moving as fast as possible. So this one is actually a good one to kind of ease into the workout, a little bit like a warm-up. If you're not already warmed up, you're just going to go at a slightly slower pace. If your warm-up is done, then that's it. Go hard as you can to begin with. This is the first one of 2 cardio exercises. Low, wide, sumo, run. All right, going into the next one. You are doing tuck down, star jumps. So bum as low as your knees will let you go, into a jump. And off you go. So, supersets. Basically, you're working opposing muscle groups, 2 different exercises. This one, we're starting off with the cardio. So we'll get that over and done with, out of the way. Once we've done this first little bit at the beginning, there isn't any more cardio isolated. And the rest of the workout will be opposing muscle group supersets. All right, keep it going. Nearly into round 1. All right, then you're going to go back into those sumo fast feet. Sumo, you must have seen the sumo wrestlers. You know, their position is low and wide. So feet, low and wide. Semi-squat, feet fast. Get those arms moving as well. You just work a bit more muscle, burn a few more calories, blast a bit more fat. And if you can talk, you're not going fast enough. Come on, keep moving. Excellent. All right, you're into those butt down star jumps. So when I say butt down, I mean butt down. You're not leaning forwards. Down, low as you can, into a jump. You can make this one a little easier by eliminating the butt down. That would be easier on the knees. And you could also eliminate the jump part. I don't want you to eliminate any of it. I want you to keep going, tough as possible. Reaching down to touch the ground, bum as close to your heels as your knees will let you go. And a big jump. All right, round 3, sumo runs. You can go into them straight away. You don't need to take my 10-second break. Let's work a little harder. Skip the break. Breaks for wimps. Come on, we've only just started this. You should be full of energy. Get the hands moving. Looks like I'm hitting a drum. Work that upper body as well as the lower body. Crank the music. Come on, you need the tunes going to this one. Sadly, I had so many devices going in here with the timer and the iPad. I couldn't steal away anybody's what do I say? Breaks are for wimps. Get into your good groove with the breathing. The breathing is bringing oxygen to the muscles and getting the acid away from the muscles so that you can keep working. It's called lactic acid, and the harder you work, the more you push, the more acid you release. The harder you work, the more you push, the better your body gets at getting rid of the acid. All right, last round. Come on. Go sumo fast beat. So basically, the more of this you do, your body becomes more and more efficient at getting rid of the acid, so you can work harder and harder every time. Win-win. All right, let's go. Talking of working harder. Come on, if your feet aren't making as much noise as mine, you're not going hard enough. Remember, after this, cardio's done. Push hard. Oh, that's a killer on the calves. Wasn't expecting that to be so hard on the calf muscles. Butt down, straight in. Let's go. I snuck in a break then. What a waste. Come on, faster! Speed it up! Last bit of cardio, 20 seconds left. Excellent, all right. There we go, we're well warmed up. Part of the workout and the warm-up. Ready for part 2. All right, superset number 1, we are working back and chest. So chest muscles, whenever you're doing a push, you are working chest and triceps. When you are doing a pull, you are working back and biceps. So we are starting off on your back, doing, it's called a lat pullover. The lats are the muscles right here at the side of the body underneath the armpit. There's also a whole lot more going on besides that. All right, off you go. So when your arms go down, you're trying to keep your arms as straight as possible and moving symmetrically. There is no bend or straighten at the elbow. So the arms are straight but not locked. Try to keep your shoulder blades pushed into the mat and don't let your back arch. So core has to be pulled in tight as well throughout the whole exercise. If you've never done this exercise before, it's a bit of a weird one. I would suggest going with light weights to make sure you are doing it right and gradually increase. So if you can't go with light weights, then you could have one weight instead, and that will mean you're lifting half the weight. All right, next exercise, push-ups. You're going to go with a wide push-up and a narrow push-up. The wide push-up, off you go, is working more chest. The narrow push-up is working more triceps. And if you want to do a crazy Spider-Man push-up, be my guest. So, you put your arms on a diagonal and you're bringing your knee up towards your elbow. So you've got the wide push-up, the tricep push-up, and if you're crazy enough, the Spider-Man push-up. Making sure all the while you're keeping your back nice and flat in a good plank. Good thing about doing all these variations, you don't end up doing very many of any of them. Excellent, all right, that's round 1. Okay, back to those lateral pullovers. Latimus dorsi actually is the name of the muscles, but I'm I'm sure you don't really want to know that. So remember, this can be a hard exercise on a shoulder. If you have a dodgy shoulder or an injured shoulder, a good thing to do, as long as there is no pain, is go through this range of movement, but with no weight. So you're increasing the strength of the muscles that you need to have a stronger shoulder, but you're not putting the strain of extra weight. Okay, remember, shoulder blades pushed into the mat. Breathing in on the way down, out on the way back up. Excellent, all right. Back to those push-ups. Oh, I know how much you all enjoyed those. So push-ups are not great on shoulders for a lot of people. You can make a push-up significantly easier. One, everybody knows by doing it on your knees, but what is actually better to do is do it on a surface that's a little higher. So for example, a kitchen counter. Have your arms up on the kitchen counter height and do a full push-up from there, rather than dropping down to your knees. Excellent, nice and steady. Good breathing. Notice how quiet I've got now. Finally, usually. Okay, third round. Grab those weights. Remember, light-ish. If you have any shoulder issues, move symmetrically. Breathe in, on the way down, out, on the way back up. For those last push-ups. So this is just 3 different kinds of push-ups. If you want to be amazed, you should look at the number of different kinds of push-ups there are. Some of them are absolutely impossible. I'm not sure whether they're not just CGI or photoshopped. Others, there's a whole lot of strength required. We're sticking with just these plain simple 3 of them. Quite challenging enough, I think. Saved by the bell. All right, next superset, we are going to do legs. Fronts of the legs, backs of the legs. We are kind of working fronts and backs for both exercises. However, I'll tell you that you're getting a rest in between. All right, so exercise number 1, we start off in this position, in a squat, going down with your hands right the way down to the ground. So it's called a frog squat. And then your back stays nice and straight. Your bum comes up and down. Up and down. Try to get your back as straight as possible in between. And you are trying to keep your fingertips on the ground. So if I were in front of you, your eyes would not be moving up and down. So if you have a partner, look each other in the eyes. All right, are you ready? So fingertips on the ground. Bum up and down. A good way of making sure that your position is correct Legs as straight as you can go. And look, my head is not moving up or down. I'm staying in the same position. So even if you can't go down super low, try to make sure you are pivoting from the knees, not from the hips. All right, next one. Grab your mini band. Band is around the ankles for this one. So that first one was very much the fronts of the legs. This one, horizontal leg, going sweep to the side and back in. Core pulled in tight. Your leg is coming out as far to the side as you can. Nice and steady back in. So this one is working more the bum and a little bit backs of the legs. But it's the hind, halfway, that you're working more so on this one. Wide, slowly back together. Keep that back nice and flat. Nice deep breaths. Now if you want to make a frog squat really deadly, that last round just wasn't quite hard enough. Leave your band on and put it around below your knees. I might really regret this one. Alright, so if the last one wasn't tough enough for you, this one definitely will be. So you are down and up, and don't let your knees come in. So keep your knees pushed out, resisting the band, stretching the band, and you are working the bum a little bit differently to how you would be without the elastic. You're going to feel it in different places. Remember to breathe. Remember you have fingers under your tippy toes. Underneath, bum stuck out the back. Your knees should not be tracking in front of your toes at any point. Back stays nice and straight. Whew. Okay, bands back around the ankles. Nice and flat. So I said cardio was over and done with. If you're working hard enough, your heart rate is going to be up for all of these exercises. So you're not isolating cardio, you're incorporating it into a strength training workout. Makes it that much more efficient. So we're burning fat, building muscle, building bone density, building immunity. I could go on, as you know. Halfway. So many reasons why you want to be working out like this. Hopefully in the next day or so we might be able to go back outside, but like I said, the wind would have meant you probably couldn't hear me talking. Okay, last set of frog squats. Go with the band. Come on, you know you want to. I know I really don't want to. But for you guys, I'm going to do it, so you can do it for me. Are you ready? Alright, let's go. Back straight. Bum up. Sorry, I can't look at you. If I look at you, my form is crap. So my head has to stay down. Hope you can hear me. Stick your bum out the back. Weight on the heels. Thighs on fire. Perfect. As they should be. Check your back, make sure it's staying straight. Check the weight, make sure it's still on your heels. Oh, that's a thigh burner for sure. Okay, band back around the ankles. We've got that last round of horizontal sweeps. Coming up. Nice and steady. So you're working the bum. You're working the legs. You're also working the core. Keep your belly pulled in nice and tight. And don't let one hip side lift up. You're trying to keep your hips parallel to the ground. Switch. And you're going as wide as you can. Slowly back. Wide, hold. a blast. Now we're back to upper body. So we're going to repeat back and chest, but with 2 different exercises. So exercise number 1, you are in a plank doing back row. Now you can use both weights, or you can just use one and roll it back and forth. You can make it easier by putting one knee on the ground. Okay, are you ready? So think about that plank. I have got the weights on a mat here. It actually would be a little easier if it was on the stable ground, because the weights kind of want to roll a little. So without the mat, that's what I'll do next time. I would suggest going on the floor rather than a slightly soft surface. Think about the plank. You are staying as flat as possible, and if you have your feet a little wider, you're going to feel slightly better balanced. Alright, next one. Over onto your back, and we are doing chest flies with a little sit-up. Legs back down, chest fly with a sit-up. So everything up, sit up, arms down, legs down. Arms up, legs up, sit up, and repeat. Now you can make this easier on the lower back by keeping your legs up. Bringing the legs down makes it more challenging on the core, but particularly more challenging on lower back. So if your lower back is bothering you, keep legs up straight. Try to get your arms moving symmetrically. Breathing in as you lower, out as you lift, and sit up. Alright, look back over, back into that back row again. Round 2. This is the second set, second superset for back and chest. And I still got the mat there, there you go. Challenging my balance more. So women particularly have got quite small wrists relative to body size. So this can be a really tough one, putting your weight on your wrists. Some people find it easier with a weight to rest on. Some people find it easier with your hand on the floor. You pick whichever works better for you. Regardless, it's a good way of building up the strength in the wrist, as long as you are not finding it painful while you are doing so. Alright, back to the chest flies. Are we ready? So, everything down, everything up, and a sit up. Breathing on this one is a little challenging because you've got the 2 exercises thrown into one. So most important, just make sure you are not holding your breath. Holding your breath just puts a lot of pressure onto your pelvic floor and to the whole of the core area. Nice fluid, regular breathing is much safer. Alright, last round. Also means you're bringing fuel to the muscles, so you'll be able to keep going better. Holding your breath, you're going to run out of gas real quick. Alright, last ones. Still got the mat there. Hey ho. Are we done? No, we're not done. Now we've got the next superset. This is a mean one. It's arms. So I deliberated giving you a core one next and then finishing with arms. But how would we work your arms as hard? I know mine are a little dead right now. Let's finish them off all together. So, starting off, you can stand up for this one. I quite like it on your knees. It just means that you don't use as much momentum because you can't, because on your knees. You are going to do a bicep curl and an overhead press. Back down and down. Keep core pulled in tight and make sure that you're not sticking your bum out. So you are not leaning back at any point. Core in nice and tight. Okay, let's go. I just thought I had somebody stealing my car. I don't know if you can hear the car alarm going off. Pretty sure I have somebody cleaning it. Hopefully it'll still be there when they come back out. Oh, this is going to be deadly on the arms. You know, if you're feeling it on the first minute of 6, this is a cracker. And I don't have any lighter weight nearby, so I'm going to have to stick at it. Alright, give your arms a little shake. Next exercise, you are bent over, tricep kick back. So, in this position, elbows, body height, out, and back down. Okay, are you ready? You're not going to get much out of me this one. I want to stick with this weight for the full 6 minutes. It's going to be a quiet superset. Keep those elbows pinned in, shoulder blades squeezed together. Don't let your shoulders come up towards your ears. Perfect. All right. You could make that one a little easier, obviously by going with lighter weights, but if you don't have lighter weights, you could do one side and then halfway switch over to the other side. I'm not going to go with that. Come on. I want to build some muscle here, not wimp out. Good breathing will get me through it. And the fact that I know you guys are watching, and I don't want to redo this one with lighter weights. So I'm just going to grin and bear it. 20 seconds left. Come on, turn up the music so you can't hear me huffing and puffing so badly. This one's not so bad. It's those triceps that are going to kill me. Okay. Active recovery. Moving yourself, moving the muscles in between gets rid of the acid more quickly so that you're good to go. Fresh arms for the next bit, for those little triceps. I'm thinking the next workout's going to be more legs. There's a lot of arms here. I knew there was. Just didn't quite realise it till right now. 18 seconds left, and then one more round. Then core, pretty sure we've got no arms in the core part. Come on, push hard, keep it going. All right, active recovery, remember. Ready for your final round. This is it. Come on, we can do this. Crank your music. Curl overhead, nice and steady. Don't let your arms swing So this, unless you haven't realised, as you might have realised, is basically a bicycle, but you're sitting up in the bicycle. So if you need to make it easier, this can be a tough one on the lower back. You can lie down and do the exact same in a bicycle, horizontal bicycle. Alright, we're going straight onto our back. One leg straight, off the ground slightly will make it harder, on the ground is easier. Knee at 90 degrees, and you're reaching heel up and down. For some bizarre reason, this exercise is called remote control reaches. I can never figure out why. I'm watching myself now doing it, still don't know why. Doesn't make it any clearer when you see it. However, that's the name. Alright, switch over. Other leg. Knee at 90 degrees. This leg touching the ground is easier. Off the ground is more challenging. Again, you don't want your lower back to be feeling anything. Alright, next one. You are flipping over onto your front. Now this is similar to a Superman, except you are rotating. So you are lifting up, rotating, round, as far as you can go. Lift up, rotate round. You can add in lifting the leg up as well if you want to. So I am basically lifting my right arm up and adding a bit of a twist in the torso. Breathing out as you lift up, in as you lower. And your right foot is trying to come towards your left arm, and vice versa. Unless you're a contortionist, I don't think you're going to get there, but you're working on that direction. Alright, back to the start. Second round, we have 3 rounds of these. Slow, alternating bicycles. Remember, it's all about balance. Keeping that back straight. Chin should not be on your chest. Your head should be in the same direction as your back. So head leaning back slightly. Slow, steady, controlled movement. Perfect, all right. Remote control reaches. Please, if you figure out why they might be called that, let me know. Switch over to the other side. Should be breathing out as you're lifting up, in as you're lowering, and you're trying to make sure there is no rocking. There's no momentum on this one. It should be a slow, steady lift and slow, steady lower. Alright, flip over onto your front. You've got those rotating Supermans. So, arm comes up. Reaching over. So your chest is more off the ground than it would ordinarily be. Legs stay straight. Trying to reach back. So you're adding in a slight twist, which works the muscles in the back quite differently. Alright, next round. Final round, in fact. It's going to give you 4 rounds. Just realised that. Oh, you got off, luckily, with only 3. balance. Chin should not be on your chest. Just realised mine kind of was. Look up. Eyes should be looking kind of up towards the corner of the room, or skyward if you're outside. Remote control reaches, last ones. Again, with this one, chin should not be on your chest. You should still be looking upwards. Your head should be lined up with your back. And remember, easier with the leg on the floor, tougher, foot hovering above the ground. Last one. Rotating Supermans. Keep the legs straight. As you're lifting up, breathing out. As you're lowering, breathing in. Okay, we are done. Fabulous. Well done. Thank you for joining me again. So, as of next week, there may be some changes coming if I can figure things out on the computer. The workouts are going to be given in a slightly different format, but they are going to continue. So originally when I started this, it was just to fill in. Obviously it's going on a little longer, I think, than some of us anticipated. So they are going to continue for the duration, and there's a very real possibility that they may continue after that in this online format. It seems that a lot of you are really enjoying not having to go anywhere for your workouts. So if you have any friends who you think might enjoy them also, or family, we can go worldwide now, so there are no geographical boundaries. You could send them along to anybody. Let them have a try, and then there are going to be some discounts offered for anybody who has friends signing up with them. All right, have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you back with me for the next workout.